Hi, I am Stefan Ukrainsky and welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. Today we will be discussing Jalen Hurting the Cowboys, Flyers losing at Florida, Nova clawing the North Carolina A&T Aggies, and Temple basketball flying high. Lastly, I will make my picks for Week 11 of the NFL season. Jalen Hurts threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for a pair of scores, and the Philadelphia Eagles rolled to a 34-6 victory over the bumbling Cowboys on Sunday. Hurts opened the scoring with a tush-push touchdown after Rush dropped a snap and lost the fumble at the Dallas 17. Hurts had an 8-yard run to go with a 14-yard score toss to Goddard and a 5-yarder to Johnny Wilson. The Eagles took over first place in the NFC East with their 5th consecutive victory, while defending division champion Dallas fell to 0-4 at home with their 4th straight loss. Final score, Eagles 34, Cowboys 6. Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles in their next game against the Washington Commanders on Thursday. The Philadelphia Flyers earned 1 point against the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers in Sunrise, Florida on Saturday evening. Ultimately, the Panthers prevailed via a 5-round shootout, 4-3. Evan Rodriguez generated a pair of primary assists in regulation for Florida before scoring the winner in the shootout. Nate Schmidt, Dmitry Kulov, and Sam Bennett tallied regulation goals for Florida. Alexander Barkov had a regulation assist and a shootout goal. For the Flyers, Joe Farby, Anthony Richard, and Garnett Hathaway tallied in regulation. Scott Lafton had a pair of helpers. Owen Tippett had the lone Philly goal in the shootout. Final score, Panthers 4, Flyers 3. Good luck to the Philadelphia Flyers in their next game against the Ottawa Senators on Thursday. Connor Watkins threw for 167 yards and a touchdown and rushed for 2 third-quarter scores in Villanova's 31-3 victory over North Carolina A&T on Saturday. Watkins capped 70 and 80-yard drives with 13 and 12-yard rushing touchdowns to give Villanova a 24-3 lead with 5:05 left in the third quarter. David Abbott added a 1-yard run early in the fourth quarter to conclude the scoring. Villanova has won 14 straight home games, entering with an average margin of victory of 14.9 in those games. It is the longest home winning streak for Villanova since it won 15 straight from 2008 through 2010. The Wildcats also have won 3 straight overall, holding all 3 teams under 260 yards of total offense. NC A&T had just 169 yards. Final score, Nova 31, Aggies 3. Good luck to the Villanova Wildcats in their next game against the Monmouth Hawks on Saturday. Jamal Mashburn Jr. had 25 points in Temple's 103-74 win over Monmouth on Friday. Mashburn shot 10 for 15, including 3 for 4 from beyond the arc for the Owls. William Settle added 17 points while shooting 3 for 11 and 8 of 10 from the free throw line, while he also had 11 rebounds and 3 blocks. Dylan Batty had 16 points and shot 5 of 7 from the field and 6 for 8 from the line. The Hawks were led in scoring by Madison Durr, who finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Jack Collins added 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for Monmouth. Abdi Bashir Jr. also had 10 points. Final score, Temple 103, Monmouth 74. Good luck to the Temple Owls in their next game against the Boston College Eagles on Friday. I had a good performance last week. I got 5 picks correct, getting the Ravens, Steelers, Vikings, Eagles, and Cardinals right. I just missed the Giants. It's week 11 of the NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Washington Commanders versus Philadelphia Eagles. The Commanders lost 28-27 to Pittsburgh. The Eagles won 34-6 at Dallas. I predict the Eagles winning in Philly. Baltimore Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers, a battle of the AFC North. The Ravens won 35-34 to Cincinnati. The Steelers won 28-27 at Washington. I predict the Ravens winning in Pittsburgh. Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears, an NFC North showdown. The Packers are coming off their bye week. The Bears lost 19-3 to New England. I predict the Packers winning in Chicago. Indianapolis Colts versus New York Jets. The Colts lost 30-20 to Buffalo. The Jets lost 31-6 at Arizona. I predict the Colts winning in New Jersey. Jacksonville Jaguars versus Detroit Lions. The Jaguars lost 12-7 to Minnesota. The Lions won 26-23 at Houston. I predict the Lions winning in Detroit. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs won 16-14 to Denver. The Bills won 30-20 at Indianapolis. I predict the Chiefs winning in Buffalo. Check in next week and see how we all did. What is the nickname given to the rivalry between Villanova and St. Joseph's? The answer is the Holy Wall. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio or through the podcast app or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC and streaming online at super1360WNJC.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Let's Talk Sports.